Okay, so we got some really good scary places on this list coming from New Jersey. Well, with its history and especially its monster legend about the Jersey Devil, no wonder there are some good scary places here that have their spookiness all recorded down in history. Make it easier for me this time around. Let's get started with the list and be sure to check out the other scary places from all the 50 states depending on when you're watching this because there should be two by now. Anyhow, here's top 10 scary places of New Jersey. Also, I'd like to mention that I do voting for these lists, so I can later make a big list with one location from each state known for being very haunted, which is voted by you. I'm starting to use Google Forms to make it easy to vote, so if you're watching this recently, be sure to vote for any of the locations on the list with a reason why. Google Forms can be found in the description or YouTube community tab. Anyway, enjoy the video. Number 1. The Spy House, Port Monmouth. The Seabrook Wilson House, best known by the name of the Spy House, which is located in the town of Port Monmouth, New Jersey. The house was built in the mid-1630s by Thomas Seabrook, who was also a patriot in New Jersey militia that spied on British soldiers during the Revolution in America. What makes the house as scary as it is would be the hauntings of the house, as ghostly apparitions have been reported. Most common sightings are a ghost boy who looks out of the windows from time to time, an elderly sea captain that roams the grounds and halls of the house, but most of all, there is a ghost of a woman who cries and walks from room to room, looking for her baby who also cries. The origins to why this all happens at the house is unknown or just hard for me to find from there. But what it also makes it scary is that the basement was used as a torture chamber by the infamous pirate Captain Morgan, as legend goes. Number 2. Shippen Manor, Oxford Township. The Shippen Manor in Oxford Township, New Jersey is a Georgian-style mansion built by two wealthy brothers known as the Shippen brothers. This is where they lived and I suppose where they died as well, which is mostly where scary stuff tends to happen. Reports of hauntings have been recorded from the manor about stuff appearing on shelves where they're not supposed to be, to the classic opening and closing doors, and other ghostly appearings. But one of the most craziest and mysterious creepy ghosts of all is that there have been reports of a woman torso. Yes, a torso. Just a torso running around the house. Not that it has to be scary if you're walking down the hall at night and just happen to see that coming at you. Other more common ghost sightings are a little boy wearing old-fashioned clothes and a revolutionary soldier walking around. But that woman torso is what I find the scariest of the mansion because whose torso is it? And why is it there? Number 3. The Devil's Tree, Bernard's Township. In the middle of a New Jersey field which can be found in Bernard's Township off a road called Mountain is an old solitary oak tree. Yes, this is a haunted tree. And a deadly one at that, more on it later. But this oak tree cannot be cut down. And why? Oh, you may come across an untimely and early death. So yeah, don't cut down that tree. Now, the death curse is said if you cut this tree down isn't the only scary thing about it. Legends and stories of this tree have that a fraction of the KKK in New Jersey was used in the tree to hang slaves and rebellious by nature. Cross burnings, the usual KKK stuff. But one story is about a farmer who killed his wife and children and after committing the crime, hanged himself on the tree. Number 4. Jenny Jump State Park, Warren County. Now this seems to be the most haunted park in New Jersey because it's not just this park, but the places that surround it too to make it scary with its hauntings and legends. That may look okay in daylight, but at nighttime, nightmares reign supreme even for the toughest. As I'll say here because it just makes this more even powerful just to say it. Now, Jenny Jump, which is located in Warren County of New Jersey, is scary for these reasons. One is the story of where the name Jump may come from for the park's name, perhaps even also the name Jenny as well. Because the legend goes of there being a 9-year-old girl who jumped it off a mountain and fell to her death to escape a Native American chasing her. Another part of the park is a lake called Ghost Lake. Although there are no reported hauntings, what makes the lake so scary is that vapor which comes out of the lake on cold mornings, which can make it look scary and creepy. Lastly, also near Jenny Jump State Park is a road called Shades of Death Road. That's literally its name. Now this road may be fine in the day, but it's very scary at night when it comes to the trees. There are many tales which include of criminals being hanged in the trees and highway robbery victims who met their ends during that time. And those are 3 scary places in one big place. Number 5. The Devil's Tower, Alpine. Another devilish place, and more to come later. This tower is a puzzling structure in New Jersey for the reason to why it was made in the first place, to what horrors that come from it now. The tower was designed by Charles Walliston Lamb for a baron named Manuel Wionda, who wanted it built for his wife who liked the New York skylight back in the early 1900s. This tower was made with love. So why is it called Devil's Tower? Well, this tower, which also has an underground tunnel leading to the Baron's mansion, says that in 1910, Rhonda's wife was enjoying the view of the building when she saw her husband, Manuel, with another woman down below. She became heartbroken, filled with anger and rage, and with her despair, she jumped it off the tower that was made just for her to her death. Years later, people have also been pushed off the tower to their deaths as well. The wife of Rhonda would appear in the window of the tower, and she jumps from the spot she jumped it when she was alive, screaming. Number 6. The Pine Barrens. Now when you talk about scary places from New Jersey, and especially any place, folklore and stories are key parts that never die down about the location in question. This location, the Pine Barrens, is connected to the mystery of the Jersey Devil. Like, I can't leave this legend of the Jersey Devil out of the scary places list of New Jersey. It's a big part of the culture. But anyhow, the Pine Barrens is a big pine woodland that this gives off the spooky feel since no one is there, just a devil. But the Jersey Devil was some kind of deformed child born in 1735, who basically being the 13th child of this woman became cursed when it was born and looked like a monster that attacked the mother and nurses and ran into the barrens where it's said to still be alive, or maybe a ghost now roaming around the area of the Pine Barrens and probably ready to attack another person foolish enough to wander in. Number 7. Brighton Asylum, Passaic. Okay, while not seeming to be an actual natural haunted place like many of the places on this list, it's a scary place. Why? It's a haunted attraction! Now, I don't want to have haunted attractions on this list, let alone attractions I have not even been to. I'll let the articles and resources I found talk about it and why it's scary. Also, I need another location to make this stay a top 10 list, and this popped up, so yeah, that's why it's here. The legend story that circles for the attraction is interesting in its location. There is a warehouse complex where mentally unstable and psychologically damaged individuals were held in the mid-1940s. These patients were also very violent. Although I have not been there at all to the property, won't unless a friend or a relative were able to drag me there. Tell me if you have been there and what's your experience with it. Like, how much did the actors were able to scare you, or the props and designs, anything that you can claim why Brighton Asylum is pretty scary. Number 8, Clinton Road, West Milford. This road that's only 10 miles out near West Milford, New Jersey. There's a scary legend around the road, normal in daylight but creepy at night. People have felt being watched, strange lights and disembodied laughs children along with the classic UFO sightings. But one legend at this road has a ghost boy who lives under a bridge at Dead Man's Curve, a place that's near the road. It's said that at the bridge, if you throw a coin into the small stream under it, the ghost boy who died at the stream will throw the coin back at you. Number 9, Herbert Appleby House, East Brunswick. In a historic village called Old Bridge, which is open to pre-Civil War ghost tours in East Brunswick, New Jersey, one building on the property is said to be really haunted. That's the Herbert Appleby House, a private residence from the mid-19th century, which was then made into a library, but now it's closed. A lot of murders and crazy stuff have happened in the old village, and for this house, a 1727 murder of a local tavern proprietor and a 1906 murder of a local woman happened near the house. If the house is haunted by the ghosts of these people, I can't find information on that. Number 10, Liberty State Park Terminal, Jersey City. This place is a historic landmark in New Jersey, located in Jersey City. The Liberty State Park Terminal, which is a train station, or part of a train station, I think. I don't know, I have not been there yet, so yeah. But back to the main focus of why this place is in the list of scary places. It is purported hauntings in history. Built in 1889, this place is bustling, and in its early days, it once housed a pub and even a gender-separated waiting rooms. Looks interesting. Well, the pub seems better, to be honest. But even if there are no deaths that could make ghosts, there is an actual ghost known as the Lady in White. They are said to be a lady in a white dress who walks down the terminal before disappearing into a wall. At midnight, there is also said to be a ghost train that appears and leaves the station. This may be the train the Lady in White is trying to get to. Reasons why are unknown and remain a mystery. And this concludes the top 10 scary places of New Jersey. Since I've decided to make a mega list of all the best scary places from each state, be sure to check out the Google Forms that I'll be making for this list and vote for the scary place on the list. You can find it in the description or Google or the YouTube community tab. And if you like, be sure to check out the other top 10 lists that are available to each state right now. Anyways, bye.